Hello and welcome to Afro Entertainment. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe and share this video. Hit the bell icon to get the latest videos. There is uplifting news for South Africans with bothersome feet. Various objections have resumed their lines to South Africans of late. The majority of the world has been beyond reach to South Africans for the bigger peers of this current year because of the presence of the Beta variation in Southern Africa. There has at last been a continuous facilitating of movement imitations against South Africans by a few nations over the time of the most recent couple of weeks. There is a developing rundown of objections outside of Africa that South Africans may now go to. Where can South Africans travel to? Austria. Successful 18 August, Austria returned its boundaries to a few nations that were renamed from beforehand being ordered as infection variation regions, including South Africa. The necessity for passage to Austria is full COVID-19 inoculation, with the last immunization portion having been managed 22 days before appearance in Austria. Switzerland was one of the main nations in Europe to permit section to South African nationals. Towards the beginning of July, Switzerland resumed its boundaries to completely immunize South Africans. Viable Sunday 18 July, France has permitted completely immunized voyagers to enter France without isolating. South African voyagers should introduce immunization declarations to aircraft and at French line controls. Voyagers are considered completely immunized against COVID-19 28 days in the wake of getting the Johnson & Johnson immunization, the 7 days subsequent to getting the second portion of the Pfizer antibody. On 31st July, Germany renamed South Africa from an infection variation region to a high hazard region and resumed its boundaries for optional travel from South Africa from 1st August. Last week, Germany likewise eliminated South Africa from its rundown of high hazard nations. Being removed the high hazard list implies vacationers showing up back in Germany from South Africa at this point no need to isolation, which gives a genuinely necessary lift to South Africa's travel industry area. Explorers from who have been completely immunized with endorsed immunization are not needed to go through a quarantine on appearance in Germany. Nonetheless, the people who have not been completely inoculated are needed to finish a 10-day quarantine while showing up in Germany. However, may end these following 5 days in the event that they test antagonistic. On 27 August, Ireland refreshed section prerequisites allowing completely immunized voyagers from South Africa to enter Ireland without being exposed to detachment or quarantine. Under the new guidelines, completely inoculated explorers and those with true verification of recuperation from COVID-19 are as of now not needed to isolation while showing up in the Republic of Ireland. Join Arab Emirates, viable Monday 30th August, completely inoculated residents, all things considered, including those showing up from the recently restricted nations. For example, South Africa have been permitted to enter the United Arab Emirates. The two immunizations managed in South Africa are acknowledged by the United Arab Emirates specialists. Section to New Zealand from all nations is limited. The nation has evaluated a movement bubble with Australia, yet this has been ended because of the importation of contaminations by voyagers utilizing the course of action. Just returning residents and those with home licenses are allowed to enter New Zealand, subject on in-oversaw quarantines. Thanks for listening and please do well to leave your comments in the comment section.